career technical programs, and basic skills. Well, that's our central mission. That's what we're here about. We do some other things, but mainly we know that the community is asking us to do that. But more than just merely maintaining our central mission and looking carefully at everything that we offer, I think it is always good to review and to recognize the importance of what it is we're engaged in. The community college is the only part of higher education in America that is uniquely American. In 1901, in Joliet, Illinois, was the first community college. And since that time, it has boomed because it met a need. It met a need because it is the fulfillment of the American ideal. The American ideal was expressed most vividly in the Declaration of Independence when it said, all men are created equal. Now we would change the wording there and say all men and women are created equal. But the point is that even though America has never been perfect about fulfilling that, nevertheless, that's our goal, equality. So it led to the abolition of slavery, the civil rights movement of the 1950s, and many other movements in American history. But it's the community college that said we're going to give an equal opportunity to everyone. We're not going to simply educate the top 12.5%, educate the top 33 or 30%. We're going to educate the top 100%. We're going to say, come one, come all. We want you to develop. And if you come to us needing remediation, then we're going to meet that need. If you come to us as one of the brightest students, we'll be able to meet that need as well. And so that's what we are. We are fulfilling that. And as was said so well by Caroline Dawson earlier this morning, we're all in this together. Everybody's making a contribution. Whether you happen to be working and keeping the grounds beautiful, or working to keep the buildings clean, or working to teach a class, or working in order to see to it that individuals are counseled properly, this is a great enterprise that we're engaged in. You know, there are hundreds of stories that all of you could tell. I'm thinking of one, a young man by the name of Giovanni Tagliara. Giovanni graduated from high school with less than a 2.0 average. He joined the Marines. When he was in the Marines, he looked around and he said, you know, I've got to have an education. So he came to Cerritos College. And he enrolled in my wife's remedial English class. And he needed that and wasn't getting much encouragement from his home. He came from a very impoverished home. But he had a desire, and so he went through that class, and then he took other English classes. He eventually became the president of the student body there at Cerritos College. He then transferred to the University of California at Berkeley. And today he has a responsible position in the corporation. That's the kind of stories, that's the kind of life-changing that's occurring. And the real thing is what your attitude is, how you feel about what you're doing. When I was president of Cypress College, one day I still remember, there was an art teacher who came into my office, and she was so excited. She was a ceramics teacher. She told me what wonderful students she had, and how much she enjoyed her classes, and how excited she was. She was just bubbling over with enthusiasm. Sometime after that, another teacher came in. He happened to be the swimming coach, and he was focusing on the fact that, well, things weren't like they ought to be, and something about his students was wrong, and he wasn't getting the kind of support that he ought to have, and so on and so forth. And after those two people left, I thought a little bit, and I thought, what's the difference here? It wasn't the pay, it wasn't facilities, it was attitude. It was the attitude, and we need to focus on the joy of what we're doing because we're transforming lives. I'm not deprecating what other people do out in the business world, but I was always glad that I spent my life in education because I felt like it was impacting people. It was in changing lives. It was taking people with their dreams and aspirations and allowing those things to be fulfilled. And so whether they went through one of our certificate programs and walked away proudly with the toolkit that marked the fact that now they were going to be qualified to work in auto servicing, or they were wearing a nursing cap for the first time, or they were transferring to UCLA, or whatever they were doing, it was self-fulfillment. It was the fulfillment of the dreams and aspirations that they had. And so you're engaged in that great enterprise, and I've been built up and enthused by being with you this morning. I'll close with a quote that I've always liked. It was a quote given by President Johnson when he signed an education bill, and in it he expressed back in 1965 the importance of education. Every child must be encouraged to get as much education as he has the ability to take. We want this not only for his sake, but for the nation's sake. Nothing matters more to the future of our country. Not military preparedness or armed might is worthless if we lack the brain power to build a world of peace. Not our productive economy, for we cannot sustain growth without trained manpower. Not our democratic system of government, for freedom is fragile if citizens are ignorant. Thank you. If you'd like me to answer some questions, I'll be glad to do that. Tell me when all you have to do is tell me when to stop. Okay, do we have any questions?
Of all the community colleges, why, in California, why did you pick Merced?
Why did I pick Merced?
Yeah.
Because I was asked. I love this college, but I will tell you that since January, I've visited about 15 different community colleges, and I've been fortunate to not always speak at the colleges, but sometimes speak at the colleges and speak to a lot of the statewide gatherings. So it's been one of the things that I feel this role involves is to be an advocate for the community colleges and to, in some way or another, talk about community colleges to the different audiences. Another question.
Okay. Could you explain a bit more about the budgetary options for categoricals?
All right. Let me try to explain that a little bit. There are quite a number of categorical programs. I won't be able to name them all, but let's say things like UPNS, PSPS. We have here foster care educational programs, student financial aid administration, child care tax bailout. I could go on and on. Now, what the legislature and the governor decided to do was the following. There were two of those that they made no cuts in at all. Student financial aid administration, because of the belief in how important it is that students get financial aid. And foster care. Then